Hello, everybody. Welcome back.
I mean, no, hi guys. How's it going? My name is Kian Zamanian. Very cool guy. Uh, being featured on Echoes of Inside podcast, the most goated podcast in the world. Much better than ours. Like,
Oh,
a
you
trillion.
also you also have a podcast, which you
Whose
have to put
name
you
is
have
like
to
an
plug
essay.
it.
Yeah, it's called Two Men and a Third Sometimes. Like, I mean, with a period at the end too, so you know
Nice.
it's the end of a sentence.
You know your grammar. That's the important part.
Exactly, man. We know our grammar. That's the only thing about the podcast. Bunch of
Great.
nerds talking about grammar. I'm just kidding.
Sorry,
But
Ria, continue.
Peace.
welcome back. It has been a quick second.
Too long.
We've actually, no, we've all been very busy. We had exams at different times, and a lot has been happening at the same time. So we were struggling to find a time to actually call, because mind you, 3 different parts of the world. So
Well,
it's been,
technically, me and Kian are on the same time, so
yeah, but
it's
like,
Pacific time, maybe. Woohoo!
not. There's a huge time difference going on over here.
yes,
So
there is.
I know.
we had to figure it out. And also, it's our first time actually having a guest on the podcast. But we're here now. So happy to be here.
After like, dude, I think it's been like a month or something. I don't know.
I think it has been. I think it's
Looking
been
for it.
quite some time.
We're so sorry.
Days, Mia.
Nothing
Dude,
wrong with that. It's good
but
to
your
have.
podcasts are so like informative. You know what I mean? Like when I listen, like I want to take notes. You know what I mean? I want to take pen and pad right here. I want to like take notes, man. It's so awesome what you guys are doing. You know what I
That's really
mean?
funny.
This is
We
so cool,
appreciate
guys.
we
An incredible
appreciate
job. So,
Um, no, sorry. Go
so
ahead.
no, I was gonna
we
say,
do
is there like a topic and stuff?
yes, we do have a
Yes.
topic actually. We are going to be talking about the hardships of life, how to get through them, and how important it is to have a strong and stable circle of support regarding that.
A support
Oh,
system.
woohoo!
We
Bam,
love a
bam.
good support system, bro.
We do. I think
Yeah,
without a
man.
support system, everything kind of just
Yes, exactly.
falls apart. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, everything. So having a great support system, man, is so important, especially because, like, I don't know, at the World Center it was different because, like, we would all have our, like, groups, especially in security, like, when someone was, struggling, everyone in that group would just, immediately bounce to kind of, help each other out and stuff. But when you're back home, you gotta find that. You're not just
Mhm.
paired with all these amazing radiant souls. Like you gotta find them, man. You gotta go and
Mm.
lock in and go investigate these people. So but I'm wondering, how do you guys, deal with having a support system and stuff?
You want to go first? Do I go first?
Um. Okay. How I deal with hardships?
Yeah, yeah.
Um. Okay. It depends on what I'm going through, because I
Mm.
feel like I've learned how to cope. Sorry, I was gonna say quote unquote cope, but I said quote instead. I
Quote
think
on.
I've learned how to cope depending on what my situation is. In the
Mm.
sense of, if it's something that I feel like I can get through on my own, I will. Because I feel
Yeah.
like there's a lot of growth that I can do in that specific moment. But I have noticed that, especially living in a different country than my family, like I've done it before, but at that time I was surrounded by so many people. Now it's more like I'm living in a different country on my own as a student. Good luck.
Mm.
I felt like when I first got here, I felt like I was tossed into it. I was like, oh, now I have to study again. Mind you, it's been 2 years. So I've learned how to get through things, but also like let people actually help me, because I really wanted to be independent, and I really wanted to be like, yes, strong, independent young woman. I can do this by myself. I don't need
Mhm.
anyone. That's a lie. I need my mom constantly. I need my siblings. I need my friends. I swear, sometimes I text. I
So
think
true.
I text my mom about everything. One day my
Mhm.
charger broke and I couldn't get my laptop to charge and I had to go to school. And mind you, all of my apps and all of my websites are on my laptop. I text my mom at 5 in the morning. She's not awake. And I'm like, my charger broke. What do I do? How am I supposed to la, 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 just yapping. And then, at the end my message is, actually, I figured it out. I hope you slept well.
Papa!
So she was just there for the moral support. She was just
She
there to
was
get
just
you
there.
through it, but she didn't even do anything.
The moral support in her sleep. Papa, that's awesome.
She woke up, she called me, and I was already in class,
Oh,
right? And I'm like,
shit.
I can't pick up right now. And then she sends me like a message, and she's like, you need to go get a new charger and all of this. And I'm like, yes, I got to that point of like, I got to there. I just needed to panic first, okay? Now I'm fine.
People
So
don't realize the need to panic sometimes. Like everyone's
Yeah,
like, calm down. No need to, no. I need to panic and then I will find a solution.
dude. And
literally,
the best people to help facilitate that process are your parents, man. I'm
Honestly.
telling you. Sometimes you just need to yap to your parents, and all they'll do, they'll probably think like, "What the heck is going on with my child, man? What the heck is going on? Go, be independent." And you know what? It helps. It actually helps speaking with them.
Yeah.
It
it
really
really
does,
does.
man.
It really does. And especially like in cases where I actually don't know, I have like multiple solutions and I don't know what I'm leaning towards, just
Mm,
having someone that listens to me talk about it in the end clears my own head.
for
Which is,
sure.
which is I
Yeah, yeah.
think it's the most precious thing, because sometimes I don't need advice, I don't need comfort. I just need to everything that's going on in here is like scrambled and letting me unscramble that the
Mm,
biggest support. And I realize
100%.
now more than ever that that's actually what helps me the most. Because I can do it. I'm still independent. I still want to be independent. But having
Exactly.
someone
Preach, sister.
just there being like, high five, you did it? Amazing. Thank you.
You're so right, man. Like sometimes I do that with my parents, but others I have, some of my mates from Rookie or like my cousins and stuff. And dude, you can I feel so bad for them, man. Honestly, I'm the like I'm not good at many things. The only thing I'm good at is yapping. Like I'm unfortunately the yap king.
Aw.
Like, dude, I speak for I can speak for like 20 minutes on end, and you can see the change of these guys' faces. They're like, "Oh, Kian, nice to speak to you." After like 20 minutes go by, they're like, they have this face on that is filled with just like confusion. They're like, how many words can come from such a small man? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can just you can see that expression. But they're so kind, they're like, okay, you know what? It's okay. This guy yaps a lot. That he has problems, let's just let it out. Let it out. Just let it out, yapper. Yeah, yeah, let it out. Let it out. And it helps. You know what I mean? For me, it helps.
Yeah.
And these guys are so awesome, man. Wallahi,
Something
they're so cool. And
one
you guys are one of those people too. Look at me right now. I'm yapping right now. And look
Dude,
at you.
dude, this is a podcast. Like, it's
It is.
literally Yap Central here. So,
Yeah.
Mama.
please.
You
That's
want to know
true,
what I
man.
actually realized though?
Mm.
I low key realized that what you said, like I love yapping as well. Like I kid you not, as soon as you start talking, there's not a single nonchalant bone in my body.
I
Everything
just
about
saw
me.
your Instagram note. You just put that on your Instagram.
Exactly. No, because I realized like as soon as people meet me here, they're
Mhm.
like, "Oh, so you right away assume that we're besties," and I'm like, "Yes, 100%."
Yes.
Anyways,
You're
you
like,
stuck with me now.
you are in fact right.
It's
You
true,
are
man.
in fact correct. But I realize that most of the time when I'm actually talking about something,
Mm.
I end up at a place where I'm like, okay, I got it. But I
Mm,
ended up confusing whoever I'm talking to more than
right.
anything. Like
Yes,
I
yes.
I get there and I'm confused and that person is fine. And
Mm-mm.
I leave and I'm like, yep, and that person's like,
I got this.
They're like,
Yeah.
what is going on?
no,
What? I'm
literally.
okay, sure, great.
I've
And then they
always
need to yap to someone.
no
Um,
but I've started saying it's okay. I got what I was trying to say. I understand myself.
I understand myself, and that's all that matters.
exactly, man. Yeah, you know what? You gotta put yourself first sometimes. You know, obviously, as Baha'is, we need to kind of, work as members of one human family to make sure that
Mm.
everyone is doing great. But at some point, man, you gotta be like, I gotta like prioritize my own mental health, but not only that, like my own well-being, so I can use that to serve other
Serve
people, right?
others.
In a very
Yeah.
beneficial way. I mean,
Yeah.
I think that's important too.
Yeah, even like in the World Center, a very big topic when you get there is like how to take care of yourself
Hmm.
so you can serve better to others. Because obviously if you're like physically sick or like if you're spiritually sick even, like
Hmm.
you can't really serve well to others,
Sure.
right? So
Yeah.
I I remember that really stuck to me because I think a lot of times when like in the Baha'i community, but also in general, like um being well like isn't as prioritized and like you're prioritized to like keep going even if you're so burnt out. Like even in school, like I have to keep going. I have to pull an all-nighter. I have to study for this. Like I have to do this. I have to do this. I have to do this because I have to get all the good grades and all of that. But inside you're like burnt out. You're crashing out all the time. Like you
Yeah.
can't do it anymore.
Hmm.
But society in general tells you like no, you got to keep going, like
Hmm.
you got to do it. And sometimes it's just nice to like take a little break, go
Hmm.
out and take a walk or like I don't
Exactly.
know, go do something that makes you happy or that it's not
Hmm.
exactly cramming in your room at 1 a.m. like
Yeah,
trying
man.
to get a certain topic or like trying to do something. I
Hmm.
don't know.
Because it helps. You know what I mean? Like, and it's like beneficial. Like, I don't know, like regarding like studying, I think you can perceive it as if that's kind of part of your studying. You know what I mean? Just like doing
Yeah.
something fun, like I don't know, just going for a walk or like listening to some music, listening to
Mm.
some Dax. No, I'm just kidding. Or like, just doing something fun. And then you get back to it. You know what I mean? Like these
Yeah.
breaks are so important, man. What
Yeah.
about you, Ria John Aziz, the goat of
I,
goats?
I mean, I feel like, okay, me personally, I've struggled with like prioritizing myself. I've more
Mm.
recently now been able to. Hello. let's not let's not judge me for that.
I
Enough.
don't judge you, I love you, I'm sorry.
The thing is, okay, this is where my struggle is at. I feel like I do prioritize myself, but I truly care so deeply about those around me that at
Mm,
some points the amounts
Mm.
of care I have for myself just doesn't manage to top that care,
Mm.
because when I tell
mm,
you I love hard, like when there's nothing like once I say I love you, trust that I love you because there's nothing deeper than that for me. Anyways,
aw.
besides the point, I love you guys.
Love you too, Ria.
Don't let the
Keon's gonna
waterworks
cry,
out.
bro.
No,
Keon's
no.
gonna cry.
Don't let the. Sorry, do you know that one like meme of what's the guy? The guy on clouds. You know like the officer who has to like put the. His tear is going up. It's like not today, tear, and he just like that
Yeah,
Oh, and
meme.
and he
cloudy
tries to
with
like
a chance of
put it back
meatballs.
or something. Yes,
Yes, the meatball one, and
the
then he just
meatball
forces
movie.
the tear back up. That's me, man.
That's
Not
so
today,
funny.
tear. Not
Not
today.
today.
No,
It's
but
so cool.
I've more recently started to be able to prioritize myself because I've learned where my boundaries are now. Like I've known they are there. My boundaries of like, okay, you can push me this far and then after that, like you've reached your limit.
Mm,
But especially now, especially like figuring out everything that's going on in my life right now because moving, experiencing things again, my current living situation. It's a lot happening at once. And I feel like now I'm able to actually see where my boundaries are. Before it was kind of okay, you've pushed me there.
mm,
Now that's enough. But it was very sudden in the sense of suddenly I reached that limit and I reacted emotionally
mm,
or very suddenly. But now I'm like more at a place where with myself at least once I feel it's getting there, I'm able to actually reel everything back in and be like, okay, you know what, you're kind of pushing it. All due
Mm.
respect, you know,
Yeah.
kind of testing my limits, which I think
Yeah.
is very good. But also, what has helped me actually reach there is having people around me, because seeing the way other people react to things has taught me a lot about myself. Because mind you, everybody experiences hardships differently. You know, everybody goes through things differently. What I consider a hardship isn't necessarily a hardship to everyone else. What I struggle with doesn't mean that, you know, my neighbor or my classmate struggles with that too. It just might be very hard for me, and I might need a lot of time and a lot of support to get through that. But for someone else, they look at it and they're like, okay, it's really not that deep. What are you yapping about? You know? While in my head, I'm like, okay, but I'm actually like, this is driving me insane. You know?
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
having people around me, having people that I feel like I can talk to, or that I can trust, or that I can be like, hey, you know, I'm kind of struggling right now, it helps a lot, because it broadens my perspective of it. Instead of having my own single way of thinking, they I have other input, I have other solutions, I have other ways of thinking, you know, because when I think of a solution, it's very straightforward. I try to get to the most simple solution, most direct one for right now, because I need it fixed. Meanwhile, someone else is like, okay, but you need to take a breath and then try this one, try that one, and it really helps. But
Yeah.
you know, you kind of need to experience that to actually understand it. Because I wouldn't have understood it. You know,
Hmm.
I would have genuinely, I would have crashed out ages ago if it wasn't for this sitting on my floor, like, guys, I think I need a vest or something. I'm going insane.
A vest? No way. You
But,
sure, man? No,
but
man, dude. So
yeah,
right. So right. Asan, I can't say how right you are. You're like, dude, it's so true, man. I'm
but it's
telling you.
But trust me, it's a long process. Like, also just gathering the strength to be able to text someone or call someone and be like, "Hey, I kind of need support right now." It's a big
Mm-hmm.
step, and people don't realize that. Like, it's really hard to admit to someone else, let alone yourself, but to someone else that you're going through something, you
Mm-hmm.
know?
Mhm.
Especially if you haven't had those kinds of talks with them before. I still struggle now. Whenever my mom calls me, the first time she asks, "How are you doing?" I'm fine.
Yeah.
Automatic response. It's only
Mhm.
after some like talking and she's like, okay, but
Talking,
how are you really? That I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, actually, I'm not great, but
Mm-hmm.
you
Mhm.
know, I'm managing. And
Yeah,
that's
that's
actually,
interesting. That's really interesting because even whenever like my parents also ask, "Hey, how are you doing?" The first response is always, "I'm fine too." You know,
exactly.
and then you get into like, why do you think that is? Like, why don't people just like? Because I think everyone does that. You know what I mean? Everyone just starts with like, "Yeah, I'm okay," and then they get into it.
I
I
think
think,
that's a general response to everyone. At least for me, like not I do that with my parents too, but I do that with
Mm,
everyone. Like I'm like, yeah, yeah, I'm fine. Or yeah, I'm good. And
mm,
then we start talking and I'm like I start spilling everything that's wrong and they're like, "Are you fine?" Like, you don't seem fine. And
mm.
I'm like, "Right. Yeah, I don't think I'm fine."
Yeah.
But
Is it
yeah, I
because
think it's
like we don't want to unleash the burden towards others, or maybe it's like us not truly understanding that we're not okay until we like explain it.
yeah.
Like,
I think,
what do you think it is?
I think it's a bit of both, to be honest. Because
Mm,
sometimes you do know that you're not great, but I think
yeah.
it's more so it's it's a natural instinct to want to protect yourself. You know, it's a
Hmm.
completely normal feeling to want to be fine on your own. You know, so
Hmm.
if someone asks you, usually, "How are you doing?" the first reaction is not going to be immediately opening the flooding gates.
Yeah.
You know, you kind of have to ease into it. And at least in cases like, you know, mine or sometimes some of my friends that I've seen, it's more about like trying to see who is ready to stick around for that. You know,
Hmm.
in my
Yeah.
case, when someone asks me how am I doing, they're not expecting a
Yeah.
whole list of
Yeah.
my issues, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes, mostly it's small talk. And sometimes,
Hmm.
even though I do want to tell someone, either they're
Yeah.
not ready to hear it or they actually don't want to hear it. And that's fine. It's okay for them not to want to know, even if I want to tell
Hmm.
them, you know? You can't
Yeah.
you can't push that upon someone. But in my case, it's mostly been like someone asks me how I'm doing. If they really want to know, I will know that they want to know. You know,
Ah, yeah.
I will feel that not that vibe, but I will feel that care coming off of them towards me that they actually want to listen to me.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
Mhm.
which is only something that builds over time. Because trust me, you're not gonna find someone random on the street and gonna be like, "Hey, how are you doing?" And you're like, "Well, so my parents are like, they're actually kind of going through some stuff right now." It's not like that. It really
Yeah.
isn't. And
Bro,
even
I'm just picturing some Dutch guy that just Hi, guten Morgen. How's it going? And then, I can't. What's it called? Find a charger.
Good Morgan, bro.
No, you don't say that. Wait, what do you say in Dutch? What do you
Goedemorgen.
say? What? Wait, what is
It's
it?
very similar. It's
Goedemorgen.
Goedemorgen? Goede?
let's do a whole episode of us trying to learn each other's languages.
Yes, bro. Oh, I'm gonna butcher the Spanish. Oh boy.
Like Spanish, Persian, and Dutch.
Oh yeah, dude.
Because
That's
we all
gonna
know
be
English.
so
So.
cool. Oh yeah, baby. Yeah, of course, man. English. No, Dutch is tough. Okay, sorry. My
Yeah,
bad.
sorry.
No. But
Okay.
like I was saying, it's the kind of thing where even with people that you consider close friends, you ease into it, you know? You
Mhm.
can't
Yeah,
at
yeah.
least not in my case. I've never been able to just
Mm.
let someone in entirely. Like, yes, the love and trust is there until you tell me or until you show me why it shouldn't be there. But
Mhm.
just because it's there doesn't mean that I'm gonna show you everything. Like getting to know a person takes time. And it's just like and it's getting through stages. It's getting through those thin walls, you know? At first it's whenever you ask someone that you just met or that you're just becoming friends with, how are you doing? Usually, it's a very simple and basic answer. And
Yeah.
then later you realize that, they were going through stuff where they actually weren't okay or they actually were great, but they just said that they were
Mhm.
fine because, saying, "Oh, I'm doing absolutely amazing" is also not in the norm, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
But
I like
that's
that.
that's what
Yeah.
I mean. It's such a not tedious, but it's such a detailed thing.
Mhm.
It's like it's knowing those small things about someone that actually makes a difference.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know what
And
I
you
mean?
know what, like, helps with people that have a hard time communicating what they feel? Because I personally, like, when someone asks me, like, are you good? Like, I'm always gonna say I'm good, and it takes me like several tries for me to actually tell them if something is wrong. But um sometimes you have those friends that just know when like you're not doing okay. And it's
Mhm.
really helpful to have those friends because sometimes you just literally can't say it and they already know and they already know like what to do. Like yesterday
Mhm.
I was talking to a friend and she was like, yeah, my year of service partner was like, they already know when I'm sad. And I'm like, that's amazing. And
That's
they're like,
great.
they already know that what makes me happy is ice cream. So every time that they
Aw.
see that I'm like sad or that I'm, that something's wrong, they're like, hey, want to go get ice cream? And I'm like, that's so beautiful.
That's crazy, man.
Amazing.
No,
And
dude.
like, because I've experienced those friends and it's so nice for people to
Mm.
just be like, not even asking you like, hey, what's wrong? Like, hey, want to go do something that like makes you
Yeah.
happy or something? Like, and they already know, or like they already know like what's gonna help you get to that point where I either talk about it or I don't know, you do something to like relieve whatever you're going through.
Mhm. Dude, you know what would be like so sick if they put one level up. Imagine if they had like a pocket of ice cream. You know what I mean? Like just I have it right here.
Just
Like with
like,
the
hey,
scoop,
want
you
some
know?
ice cream?
Here, I got it right here. I got it right here.
That would work if it was candy, but unfortunately, ice cream
Yeah, man.
melts.
Ice cream
So,
like melts.
unfortunately.
Or if you lived in Canada and it was like negative 30 degrees out
Right,
there.
right. And then it
Exactly.
just stays, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Maybe
We
soon.
don't all live in Canada, yeah.
Everyone is moving to beautiful Canada right now. Come on, man.
Really?
Ria, you next.
Canada? Who's moving to Canada?
No, but actually. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, go ahead.
No, but I might be moving to Europe soon. So,
Sorry, what?
Yeah.
Are you moving with your parents?
Um, so the thing is, I'm applying to some schools right now in Ireland. I don't know if I'm gonna get in though. I don't know if I'm getting in, man. But inshallah, inshallah.
Dude,
And then that would be so sick. Dude, Ria and I would be on the same time zone. Sorry,
Stop
Zainab.
it! Now you guys are leaving, dude. Everyone's leaving.
Oh yeah, man.
so funny.
Nah, I'm just kidding, man. I'm just kidding. Man, I don't know. I think that I just wanted like I've always wanted, someone that I can, go pioneering with, going serve
Oh,
with, go to eventually, maybe serve in Malawi with
Malawi.
McCanawire.
Ah.
You know how goated that would be, man?
Yes, that would be
Wow.
amazing.
That'd
And
be
I think you will get that person, Kian. If you just
You
be
think?
patient, if you're just patient and keep serving Baha'u'llah, you will find that person.
Yeah. I
Of
know,
course.
I know.
You know what
Maybe when
my
I'm 40
standards
years
are?
old.
You know
Huh?
what your what?
You know what my standards are?
What are your
Alive
standards?
and breathing.
I'm kidding, I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
That's crazy. Wait, what did you say? Zan, what did you say?
They used to be,
No,
because mine too, but
Wait, I didn't see that. I didn't see what you did. What did you say?
I
Wait,
said
my
what?
standards. No, in a very
she said,
respectful
you
way.
know what my standards are? And I was like,
Okay,
Oh, like,
okay.
l-
To be fair
uh,
though,
not like low.
I'm just kidding.
I only started experiencing a proper love life at the age of 19. So let us calm
Bro,
down.
that's all of us, bro. No, you said you know what my standards are, and then
Okay,
I cut
I was gonna make a joke and say that my standards are alive and breathing, but
they're like surviving.
They have a pulse.
no,
It's local.
Loki, they're higher than that. They're especially like I think in the past month they've increased significantly after I've
Okay,
made
that's
Ah.
lovely. Yeah.
after some self growth and some
Mhm.
experiences that I don't know why they happened and I don't know how I got myself involved in that. But
Mm.
I think I think it's and I learned this recently. It's good to have standards because it
Yeah,
basically means you know what you want.
Yeah.
You know,
exactly.
and it
Yeah.
means that you know how much of a person you are and how good
Mhm.
you treat people and like what you deserve. Then you're like, okay, but I wouldn't treat someone like that, so why would I let someone treat me like that? You know,
Mhm.
that
Yeah.
kind of thing. So
Yeah.
I think like having standards is actually such a good thing. It just proves that you know what you're looking for. And if you know what you're
Mhm.
looking for, it's easier to find that, Because then
Yeah.
you
Mhm.
don't waste your time,
You're
you know?
so right, man.
That's so yeah, it's so right.
But yeah.
But I
No. But
think,
alive and breathing, please. That would also be appreciated.
but like the thing is, like for me, like I'm like I think too picky, man. I'm too picky. Like I have what's it called? Like a whole like checklist. But also like that's kind of like no, 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 like that's kind of like it's kind of unfair too because I think it's also like important to realize like because at some point it can morph into like judgment if you're not being careful with it. You know what I mean? And I think it's always important to realize like I think what some of the Baha'i figures said like do not breathe the sins of others for thou art a sinner, right? So I think like it's always great, and I think that like it's so beautiful. Like Baha'u'llah says like put yourself into an account each day or each night, so you're just like constantly reflecting on who you are as a person and exactly what Ria Jun said. Um, to just when you're in that mode of self-reflection, you have a better understanding of who you are, and that in turn increases the chances of you understanding what you want. And
Mhm.
your standards become infused with humility and
Yeah.
fairness. You know what I mean? So you don't have these like completely, potentially unrealistic standards that eventually you wouldn't appreciate when you're older. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like I think, for me, like, I don't know, like, there's like, I think it was society, there's such a high emphasis on, looks and materialistic, appearances and stuff. And
Mm,
although I think, like, moderation, having, like, you need to be, like, like, attracted to someone, but I think the main affinity that you have with someone is someone's soul, what they represent, how they want to, um, live their lives, how they want to treat, others, how they want to, be portrayed as. I think that's the most important thing. You know what I mean? It's like just thinking about, okay, look at Baha'u'llah and I keep getting confused. Is Baha'u'llah's wife is Asiya Khanum,
isn't it
or is it Munir? Oh no. I
isn't it
don't,
Navab?
yeah, but Nawab is the title for
Right. Sorry. I get confused with the
us.
names.
I don't know why I always keep. Anyways, but
Anyways.
like they were both, like really, they're both like, really rich, but then they left that out to just,
Mhm.
like serve the poor. Like that connection is like that's something that I want, man. Obviously, it's impossible to have manifestation of God into like 5'2"
Yeah.
guy. But you know what I mean? Like it's just
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what I'm thinking.
Mm.
That's
I
crazy,
think it's
man.
also important to realize that everybody just also grows through things. Like, obviously, I
Mm,
do think that there's a certain truth in being picky, and like knowing what you want and what you don't want. Because obviously, you can be straight up and say, okay, but I don't want this. And that's
Mm.
mm,
fine. But everybody's also growing and changing at the same time. So the person that you meet isn't going to be the person that you're with in 2 years from now, because you
so
grow,
true.
you go through things together. And I think that ultimately happens with every single friendship and relationship. The more
Mm,
time you spend together, the more you grow, the more you encourage each other, the more you actually experience what life is with this person next to you, you know? Because again, everybody goes through things, everybody struggles with things, everybody has people that support them, and it changes you as a person. It changes what you do, how you do things, how you react. You're not going to be the same person. Even if you live every single day the same for the next 3 years, you're not going to be the same person because you learn things. Even if you don't apply them, you learn things, you adapt to certain situations. Life around you changes. We affect the things around us, but it also affects us. So even if we as a person were to stay in the same position right now for the next 3 years, doesn't mean
Yeah.
that things are the same.
Yeah.
So I think when
so
it
true.
comes down to like choosing a person or choosing the people that you surround yourself with, it's also important to take that into account. And sometimes in that moment, it might not, for example, sometimes you meet someone and you're like, we don't get along right now. That's fine. That does not mean that in 2 years from now, that person won't be a dear friend, which is important to realize. Because I also
Yeah.
became friends with people. I became friends with people. I got to know people that I would have never seen myself actually
Yeah.
get to know, or actually spend time with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's really funny to realize. And I think what the reason why that happens is because having that human connection actually runs deeper than society's influences. If you're
Mm.
supposed to be surrounded by someone, that person will surround themselves with you. And
Mm-hmm.
if you're supposed to end up with someone, even if initially you're not with them,
Yeah.
that connection still builds itself over time.
Mm-hmm.
So
So
Mm.
true, man.
I think a lot of the times it's it's important. That's why I'm saying it's important to know what you want and what you don't want because you're already facilitating the process, you
Yeah.
know? And especially
Mm-hmm.
if you're bold enough to step out of your comfort zone and be like, hey, we vibe. Like,
Mm.
you know? Or like,
Yeah.
hey, do you want to be friends? Or hey, you want to come to this? Taking
Mm-hmm.
that first step often, most of the time, is a great thing. Sometimes it goes wrong,
Mm-hmm.
such as life. But,
You know,
it happens.
dude, about that. This is what I'm gonna tell my grandchildren, my great grandchildren. That's exactly what you did, Ria, John. and Javier and all the people in Team Glory. I was living in Akka, 45 minutes away, during transition. They didn't need to call me, to go all the way, go in the car, bring every people, go all the way 45 minutes, and then go wherever. They didn't need to do that, but they decided, you know what? This guy, he's a little bit fuzul, he's a little bit, like wonky. You know what? Let's go see what this guy's about. They called me at 3 a.m. and I was like, I don't know about this transition thing. You know what? Let me try to do it. These guys are legendary. Let me go pursue this legendary avenue. And then so we did, and it was amazing. Dude, you don't understand, man. Like your kindness that you guys did it was such a simple act of kindness. Maybe getting the car prepared and so on was not like simple, but the like reaching out, it was just so simple, but it was so powerful. You know what I mean? But sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes you're just like, I've experienced that. Like sometimes like, hey, you want to like hang out, and then the guy or like the person it doesn't match with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But sometimes it can blossom into something really powerful. So that's true, man. Dude, that will always be in my heart. I'm telling you. Wallahi, like my great grandchildren are gonna like learn about. They're like, who is this Ria person that my great grand that my great
Auntie
grandpa
Ria.
Auntie Ria, bro. That's gonna be you, Wallahi. Auntie Ria and Uncle Javier.
Dude,
And then
all my kids' uncles and aunts are gonna be people that like are not their blood related.
yeah, dude.
But they're just gonna be.
That's also a Persian thing too, man.
Over.
Yeah, dude.
No.
I'm telling you.
And
Uncle-
I know that Ria is gonna be that aunt that's like, oh, your mom doesn't let you have ice cream. It's okay. She doesn't need to know. Like,
I would deny it, but I feel like I actually would do that. But the thing is, you already know, so it can't be that bad,
yeah, like yeah, exactly.
This is what we're talking about. Like you can like tell. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And the funny thing is, I feel like when you reach that point of actually knowing a person that well, the bond is strong, and the bond is pretty much permanent in that sense. At least for me. Once it's reached that point where I'm like, okay, but I know you. I don't just I know, like, yeah, I know that person, and I know that they like they like French fries. Cool. But no, like I know you. I know your tells. I know how to help. I know what makes you happy. At that point, once you've reached that point, you are permanently stuck with me.
Yeah.
You like there's no way around it, and I also feel like those are bonds that should be appreciated.
Yeah.
Because I've learned to appreciate them very much. Like being separated from those people, I've learned to actually be grateful for them. Like when they actually reach out, like you were saying, sometimes you struggle with actually reaching out, but it's such a blessing, and it's so nice to be reached out to and to have people actually think of you. I love it. And I've learned to appreciate that more now, being separated from them, Like even like both of you, for example, whenever you send me voice messages, Kian, I'm like, my day's instantly better.
Dude,
And
same with you, man. I'm telling you.
so it's so nice. It truly is nice. And it's funny to think about how most of these things, or like most of these connections, were from, like, they sprouted from the silliest interactions. Because you, Kian, I mean, we were put on the same team, so that was bound to be a great friendship. And when I think when we met and you were already like, oh my god, hi, I'm Kian, because we met in the elevator. You shook my hand and you were like, I've heard so much about you.
Oh my god.
I was like, oh, that scares me, because you could be told the most random things. But you were like, it's so nice to meet you, and I'm like, claiming you as a close friend, you are not allowed to go anywhere. You are bound to be a friend. And I was
claimed
from them. I was claimed. It's like I was on a mission. And with Zainab, she came over to my house and she didn't like me. She was very selfish.
Zainab?
That was the vibe I got.
I did not like you, bro.
No. She came over. She came over when me and Minu were living together, and I introduced myself, and she kind of like looked at me, and she was like, And then
The grammar is crazy.
Dude, I can be kind of a mean person when you first get to know me, and I hate it so much. But I just I just put
No,
that
man.
barrier, and then finally when people get to know me, I'm like, you're so cool. I love you.
yeah,
Like,
no. And then we were
anyway.
put on the same team as well. Like first, she was my first teammate.
Team
So then
Light.
even-
Wait,
But you know
Rhea, you
what?
were in Team Light?
Yeah,
I was all the
originally
teams, buddy boy.
that was my original.
No. Are you serious?
Yeah, I
Okay,
was
no, that's
on
kinda
Team
goated.
Light, dude. That was like the goated Team Light. It was
There
Rhea,
were
me, Kasra,
Glory,
Alexi,
me,
Glory,
No
Goitom,
way.
Vilgude.
Bilgade.
Goitom was there too, bro?
Yeah, he was our dispatcher.
We also had
Yeah,
Winston.
that was it. No,
Winston.
Winston!
Winston. He was in
Yeah.
Bakshi. Um,
And this guy became
yeah, that was
Gardens.
it.
Man, that's crazy,
Yeah.
man.
Farbod was on it, but I think he left Team Light when you came in. I
Yeah. Dude, I met that guy. That guy's such a beauty. I love that guy, man. I love that guy. That guy is such a legend, man. Dude, he's like a professional actor, man. My goodness.
Yeah, I know. Isn't it cool?
Whoa. Dude,
Great.
we should like really like call him 24/7, man. He's gonna be the next I don't know, like Justin Baldoni or something, man. That's crazy.
Next
No.
Justin.
You know what you can say? You can say, hey, I served with him. 'Cause he
Yeah,
did.
you can say,
Ah,
hey, I was.
I didn't. I just missed the cut. Oh.
No.
You
You
can-
you can say, you knew him before he became a big deal.
Yes,
Ah,
exactly.
there you go, man. There you go. Only for a couple days at ABS, but that counts. I count that though. Wallahi,
Oh,
I
yeah,
count that.
that's true. That's true. I forget. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, man. This guy, dude. Wait, Zainab, you were there at Rhea. My gosh, I so wished that you were there at ABS.
Honestly, you missed a great one, bro.
Dude,
Dude, next one. Wait. Next year, you should make a trip to Canada. I mean, your
You
cousins
should.
are here, and you should come to the next ABS.
You know what?
I'm like,
You know what? It's actually me and my cousin Soma, as you met her. We've
Yes.
been trying to meet up again because we hung out last year in Canada. That was the first time I saw that girl in 10 years. We hadn't seen each other for 10 years. We're cousins, we're related. And I
Right.
hadn't seen her for 10 years. That's insane. So we've been trying to hang out again. And my mom was like, you need to convince all the cousins. And she's like, you also need to go see Zainab and you need to go travel more.
yes, I've been telling
And
you.
I'm like,
Exactly,
I'm like-
man.
I'm like,
I prove.
at this point, I'm like,
I
guys,
can give you
please.
money.
In no way should do this. Thank you.
No, I wish I could be related to you, bro. Like,
You are. I consider both of you siblings at this point.
Spiritually, it
spiritually
counts,
we
man.
are, yeah, exactly.
counts.
And in my heart, you know?
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh boy, here they come again. Near the waterworks. Near the waterworks.
He's like, no.
No, it's okay.
No.
I'm a man. Oh my god.
I've been yawning like 24/7, and every time I yawn, it looks like I'm crying because my eyes water.
Oh,
and
really?
So effectively, I have been crying. I'm kidding.
Oh no, Zainab. Yawn
It
crying.
just looks like I cry, like I'm crying because I yawn and my eyes water all the time. But
Is
No,
it
you
is
know
it because
what?
it's like
Actually, I think it's a very healthy thing to be able to cry in front of people. In a
Yes.
very like
yes,
not like, oh my god, you're crying, but like to be comfortable enough to actually
Mhm.
let someone see that vulnerable side of you, it truly
Mhm.
means a lot, you know, even if you don't realize it. Because like it's really hard to actually let people in on to that extent, you know, where you
Mhm.
feel like you're comfortable enough to actually stop being like, oh, look at me, I'm so strong, you know?
Mhm.
And whenever I've cried in front of people, sometimes it's through frustration, but whenever I've like cried in front of people and not like felt the need to bolt out of the room, I'm like, you were a good one. You were a good
no.
what?
You good one.
Yeah.
I love that. That's so cool. But you're so right, man. Like I think like I don't know, like for me, like it's just, I really want to try to make myself like appear so that it's like it's just like people are comfortable, being themselves truly like in front of me. Like if you wanna dance, if you wanna cry, if you wanna do whatever, like I'm right here. And if I have two friends, if you wanna like cry, honestly, I have one shoulder for you, I have one shoulder for you, to cry on. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I don't know, like I and that's a little bit like it's a little bit hard for me because I just like I don't know, I want to like try to improve on becoming more comforting, and that's something I need to like work on a little bit more. And so, but it's a good thing that I have, a sister. I think, you know,
Mm.
Tessa, like, dude, my sister helps, like, she is my, like my guide, when it comes to all these things. People have said that I don't know social cues. And, I don't know who said that, but, I think that's completely fabricated and that's propaganda and that's fake news. But as a
Social
matter of fact,
propaganda.
I went to side note, side quest. Right? No, sorry.
Side
Um,
quests?
I went to a therapist, and the therapist was like, Keon, you might be on, a little bit of on the autistic spectrum. I was like, okay, that's the last time I'm seeing you. No, I'm not seeing you again.
That
This,
is crazy, bro.
the last time I went to therapy. So, but I think it's because I don't really have social cues, So like my sister, she's like, Keon, you know, in this situation, this is what you gotta do and stuff. You gotta be, more
That's
open. You gotta
so good.
stop. She's like, stop the yapping, for God's sakes, and listen. So like,
Oh.
That's amazing.
as you see me yapping my head off, it clearly that hasn't worked that well. That guidance, but but
No,
I'm
you
working
know
on it.
what? I think we've had this talk before, like on multiple occasions, but I think
Mm,
one thing that I've learned is you attract what you put out there,
Mhm.
mm,
in the sense of if you want people to be comfortable around you, you need to show that you're comfortable around them. If you
yeah,
want people to be able to, you know, dance with you, then you have to take the initiative and dance with them. It
that's so
goes
Mhm.
both
true.
ways. It goes both
Yeah.
ways. And it's really interesting to see that a lot of people actually struggle with finding the people that they want to surround themselves with. And I think that's because a lot of people low key in a very respectful way, no harm, no hate to you because it's a process and you got to learn about yourself. But a lot of
Mm,
people don't show who they are as a person to others.
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's it. It truly is not the way to make friends. And it's the kind of thing, and I've told you this, Dion, before, like we've had conversations about it, where
Mm,
the right people will find you if you're open to them finding you. You know?
Yeah.
If
that's
you're
so true.
open to having people, you know, be emotional with you, be weird with you, also be tough loving, if
Mm.
you
Mm,
if you are fine with that, they will find you. And
yeah.
whoever for whatever reason says you are not that kind of person for them, that is
Mm,
not a reflection on you. That
mm,
is a reflection on them. That
Mhm.
just simply means that you are not made for them in a sense. And I had this conversation
yeah.
with my sister as well, because
Hmm.
my sister, and she's struggling currently in the Spanish class. But I told her, I'm
Mm,
like, if you are this much of a person, you're this much of a person, why are you trying to make yourself this tiny to fit into someone's tiny box?
that's so
You know?
true.
That's
You
so
weren't
good.
Yeah.
you weren't made to be this tiny person. You were made like this. Be
Yeah.
Yeah.
like that. Be that
Mhm.
big of a person. Be that loud. Be that energetic. Be that fun. Be that happy. Because that's who you
Yeah.
are. Like
Yeah.
if you were supposed to be this much of a person, trust me, you would be. But you're
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
But you're not. And
Yeah.
you're not supposed to fit with that person. Fine.
Yeah.
You will find someone who is looking for this much. You will find someone who is
Yeah.
looking to hang out with you, to be around you, who will actively want to spend time with you.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's the kind of thing and it's really important to keep those people. It's really
Mhm.
important to realize when you found someone like that and you found someone who's good for you in that sense,
Mhm.
and be like, hey, I'm gonna keep developing the friendship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
For sure.
you do need to know yourself for that, and you do need to be able to be comfortable with yourself.
Mhm.
You know,
That's
you can't expect certain behaviors from people if you're not willing to
mhm.
reciprocate that.
That's so
You know,
true. That's so insightful, man. That's so insightful. It all, I find it interesting. It all circles back to this notion of understanding who you are.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? That's which is so interesting, which is so interesting, and it's so important. It's so important because you're so right. How can you expect, you know, for some people to do things that you appreciate when you don't do the same thing, that you're looking for? It's being
Yeah,
hypocritical. It's so
yeah,
true, man. It's so true.
exactly.
So insightful. Ah,
And it's funny because I also realized that recently with like a smaller thing. I realized recently I think I made a video. I was like, oh, you will always find me dancing. Like I will happily
mm,
dance at 8 a.m. in the morning on the metro. I don't care if no one's dancing with me. And
Yeah.
I realized that by me doing that and by me being comfortable with, wanting to dance, I found
mm.
people that whenever I start dancing, they will join in. You
Oh
know?
yeah.
Dude, I love joining people. I love dancing with people. Like I just love, and I'm not a very good dancer, like
You don't have to
professional
be.
dancer. Like I just literally go and like put my arms up and I'm jumping. Like that's my type of dance and I love to do that. Like I'm a
Man.
very shy person, but when it comes to
Mm.
dancing, I'm just like I go crazy. Like I'm just like like I look like a completely
Oh
different
yeah.
person, bro.
Woohoo! Yeah. I love
Like
it.
yesterday we had like a friendsgiving here at my house and
Wow.
and there was like how many people, like 30 people or something here, and yeah, it was very big, and I know most of the people, I'm comfortable with most of the people, but some
Mm.
people I didn't know, and they put on music and I'm just like I just got the urge to dance and I just got up and I just tried jumping and I was like woo, like that, and everyone started like woo woo, and I was like ah. But
So
it was
much
really
fun.
fun. It's just really fun when you put yourself out there and it's just like, and actually no one cares. Like, and if
No.
people actually do care or they're like, I don't know, they're like annoyed that you did that, like that's their own issue. Like
Exactly.
honestly,
Oh,
like
100%.
you're being happy and you're just dancing, you're just
Yeah.
doing your own thing. You're not bothering anyone.
Exactly. You kidding me? Dude,
Yeah.
and by the way, you're saying you're not a good dancer. I think that's also fake news, and that's cap too.
You should see me.
See,
You should
Ria
see me
knows, man.
actually try to do a TikTok dance. I fail miserably.
Bro,
Isn't it
hey man, dude. When people see me dancing, I think they might think I have a seizure. I'm telling you, they think
not true?
like I.
Not true. That is not true. One time we danced to the time that we danced together and I posted a video. I think Parker said he was like, I'm saving this for later because it's such a vibe.
I
Really? Wait,
love
where was it?
that.
Where you recorded it?
I
You
recorded it.
record.
I will share the video with you.
Dude,
But
share with me, please. Wait, by the way, Ria, you know the album that you sent of can you send it again, please? Because for some reason it's not like it. I can't access it again. Whenever I'm sad, I honestly want to go to that like album. I'm telling you,
What
it
album
makes me
is
so
this?
happy, man.
I made he lost all of his pictures on his phone, so I shared an album with him of Haifa pictures.
Oh,
So
I
sad,
love it.
but
Yeah,
it's
I
Oh,
will send it.
so.
I will send it again.
dude,
I will send
I
it
go
again.
back to that all the time.
Wait,
No, but
do you guys have like you probably dude Ria and Zam? You probably have like tens of albums, huh?
Yes, I do.
I will send you a hard drive at some point with like my whole collection because it's a lot. It's a lot
I'll
of.
also send you pictures that I have of you or with you, Kian.
That's so. Unfortunately, it's probably only one or two, man.
No,
There's
I think I probably have quite a bit, but I don't know. I'll check. I'll check.
really.
I'll
Oh, people send you stuff. Oh my goodness,
I'll
that's
check.
crazy.
So when you feel sad, you can look at it. Okay.
Oh, merci. That's gonna. Bro, 3 times waterworks are coming out, man. Don't let them. No. You know what? No, we're expressing ourselves. Let
Yes,
them come out.
expressing ourselves.
Let them come out.
Yes.
So cool,
But
man.
but
No, and
yeah.
it's no, but that's honestly like the whole like the key, quote unquote, the key to being comfortable with yourself and you know finding the people that you want to surround yourself with is just it's honestly a lot of reflection because
Yeah.
I think I learned a lot about myself in the times that I spent absolutely driving myself insane with thoughts, you know?
Yeah.
But again, the result of that is that I managed to actually find people that I'm like, okay, but I do want to keep you in my life forever.
Mm. Yeah.
So true, man. This reflection is just, dude. When Mahala said that, man, it's like revolutionary. You know, like in the privacy of your own chamber. Like
Mm.
at first, you're so right. Me too. When I do it, like I go crazy. Like thousands of thoughts go. I don't know which one, what to do. But then when you are, and that's why, like when you read it, it kind of, you associate that prayer with your thoughts, and you try to like be very specific of what to reflect on in particular. And then when that process starts, then you become, okay, you know what? This is the problem. This is the solution. How do I do that? Okay, I do. I kind of solve the problem by doing things individually, but also I need assistance from friends, from family, from close people. This is what I'm gonna do. Dude, reflection is key, man. You hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
That's the expression.
Yeah.
That's, yeah, man.
You're so right.
Yeah.
Dude.
I think we strayed initially slightly from the topic, but I still think
We've done like 4 topics in this
Yeah,
call,
man.
but
My
it's
bad.
so great.
My
at the
bad.
same time, I do think that there's a lot of positive things that can be taken from this podcast. I mean, obviously, like, we also did a lot of yapping. I think it's the first time the three of us have been on a call in ages. But in general, I think we all kind of have a similar understanding of what we're supposed to do. But you know,
Mhm.
everyone to their own at their own pace. We'll get there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And
100%, man.
it's truly trial and error. Sometimes, you know, you make a mistake and you're like, okay, maybe not that again. Maybe I
Mm.
shouldn't do that. Maybe I shouldn't associate myself with that person. But you know,
Yeah.
again,
Mm.
life is a process. We'll get there
Yeah.
eventually. I have full trust in it. And hey, to
Dude,
the
that's a
both
sick quote, man. I'm sorry, that's a sick quote. We'll get there eventually. No, I'm sorry, that's goaded. That's goaded
And
right
the
now,
most
man.
important thing is to ask for help when you don't
no,
think you need it. Ask for help
no.
because yeah,
To the
that's the
both
most
of
important
you,
thing.
no, to the both of you and to whoever, genuinely whoever like wants to reach out,
Yeah.
I am genuinely just a call away. Like,
Yes.
I may not answer a text immediately. No. Seriously though, I may not answer text immediately,
Yeah.
but if I'm ever needed, trust me, I will be there.
Yeah.
I shall be there.
And you have
Beware
shown
what you wish for,
again
man.
and again. I feel like.
Dude, alrighty. Well, you know what? Now you're gonna see a bunch of calls from a 5'2" guy, and you know what?
Now everyone knows your height, Kian.
You're
You
not
could
that.
have lied. You
You're
could have
not that
lied and said, "Okay, I'm a little bit taller." Now everyone knows you're 5'2".
I'm not 5'2", Zainab. I was just kidding. That she thinks I'm 5'2". Yalla. That's
I
great,
don't know.
great.
I don't know what height you are. Like I don't know.
I'm 5'3", Baba. What are you talking about? No, I'm just kidding.
Wow. Wow. What a
He's not
big
that short,
difference.
guys. He's this much shorter than me. Calm down.
Yeah, this much. Yeah, he's actually this much shorter than me, guys. Actually, like this much.
That's
You could have
insane.
been a little bit less. What's it called? You could have exaggerated a little bit. You know,
I'm
this
tall, but
means
that's the thing,
this
though.
means
I'm
this.
decently tall. I'm decently tall. So if you're
Man,
this much shorter than me, you're also decently tall.
ah, there you go. Wait, how
Besides,
tall?
you know what? Platform shoes and heels exist. Do you want a pair? I can give you a pair of
Real.
heels.
Hey, I already tried it out. Do you remember?
I use platform Converse. That's what I do, and I'm like tall.
Wait,
Like
Converse?
platform
that?
Converse, yeah.
Wait, what is
Like,
that?
Converse, but they're like a little bit taller. Like they have like a tiny bit. Like
Oh, dude, I'm getting those.
Like, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
no, for
Honestly,
sure.
bro.
He's
Are you
gonna
kidding
get
me?
them, and then he's gonna make sure that the platforms are this tall.
It's like
Yeah, can you like make an offer to like increase the platforms of it?
oh, maybe
Dude, I'm doing that, man.
I don't think
Guys,
so.
custom shoes.
5'11", here we come. Woohoo!
Maybe if you like contact the CEO or something. I don't know.
CEO.
No, he just
Like
Dear
if you
CEO.
contact someone up there, maybe you can get it. I don't know.
Get it someone up there. Okay, well I gotta make my DIY.
got you. I got you. I will get you a pair of shoes with this kind of platform. Don't worry.
She's gonna
Dude,
bring you heels. She's gonna bring you
you got me,
heels.
man. All right, you heard on this podcast.
It will
You got
be
me.
very Cool. They are
It'll
gonna
be cool.
Cool.
Am I gonna be a cool guy? Am I gonna be like?
Cool guy.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
gonna
gonna
be,
be
well,
so swag. So swag.
be so swag. They no only show like from the knees up, and then
That's
under is gonna
crazy.
be this much of a man. That's kind of crazy. It's like me on stilts. That's gonna be.
It's like you on stilts.
That
Have you ever been on stilts?
I've never been
They're
on.
hard.
You know what? I should try it. That's gonna,
Oh my
to,
goodness.
to see
Come to-
life of a tall person.
Come to
Right.
any medieval fair here in the Netherlands, and there shall be stilts.
No way.
I
Are
want
you
to
serious?
go.
That's,
I need
that's
to
kind of
go. That's
That's
amazing.
sick, man. Dude, I need to experience this like medieval, like European culture, man. That
Me
seems
too. Dude, I need to go to Europe. Like, I mean, I've been there, but like, I need to go again. Like,
dude, you know what I loved about
Can I lure you with
Germany?
candy? Do you want here?
yeah, dude, you know, candy does nothing for me. You need to lure me with
Dude,
something
bro,
else.
she has the candy actually. No way. That's cray cray. Oh my goodness.
You need to lure. You need to lure me with like good food, good like
I got
bread,
you. I got you.
good
I got you.
pastries. I don't know, like something out there. Ooh, like wait, you guys have like famous fries, no?
Yes, Dutch
No, you
fries.
guys have
But
like
also,
famous
we
fries,
also
like
have
the Dutch
oliebollen. We have oliebollen. You can come have oliebollen. I'm not gonna explain what that
I
is
don't
right
know
now.
what that is, but you
Oh,
know
I
what? I will. It's
Oli
gonna be
bole?
until I go.
Oli
I will
bolo?
show you guys later. I will show you guys later.
Great,
I'm
great,
hungry. Beautiful. Dude,
beautiful.
no, but let me say this. Okay, wait, last thing. Dude,
Okay.
when I was in Germany, man, my gosh. We went to this
Oh,
like in
Germany.
Frankfurt. We went to like this like open market. I'm telling you, it's the first time because I was like, when I was in grade 12 and unless I didn't even leave my house. I just went to school, come back, high activities. You know what I mean? Because we're kind of like secluded and stuff. So I didn't go out to like markets and things of that matter. Dude, when I went to Germany, man, I had the most amazing street meat. That was the first time I had street meat before. It was like kebab on a stick, bro. It was insanity.
That's
My gosh, it was so good, man.
wow.
I didn't know street meat would be that good, bro. My gosh. I went to Behisht. خیلی خوشمزه بود. My goodness. It was so good I'm speaking Persian. Can you believe that?
I can't repeat it. I don't speak Persian.
You will soon, man. You will soon with your book.
Well, I have to practice. It's a hard language though. And
Yeah.
to be able to learn it, you have to speak it with people. So, and I don't really have that many people to speak here with. I mean, yeah,
Really?
I do. There's
In
a lot
San
of people.
Diego?
No,
there
there
are no
is. It's just not enough for me to like learn it, you know?
No, that's true. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Because you need like your close friends, who,
Yeah, I need people to like speak it to me like every time we see each other.
Yeah.
And then I'll like be able to learn. It's, like,
The good thing when I see Justin, dude, we all speak Farsi the entire time.
of
Both of our
course.
Farsi is broken, by the way, but we like it's fun. It's fun doing that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
Fun of
know,
That's
man.
international
amazing.
friends, guys.
Such a blessing, man. What a blessing.
Yeah.
What a blessing.
Well, it
I
was
think-
so good to have Kian.
I think we're probably gonna end the podcast over here. For final notes, everybody goes through hardships. It's nothing to be embarrassed of. If you have people that you can reach out to them. If they love you, they'll be there. Simple as that.
Yeah.
And it's genuinely, if you really need someone, you're never a burden. You know? Which I think is important to remember.
Yeah.
At least
Beautiful words of
enforce
wisdom.
that. I enforce that on people. I'm like, you're not a burden. Please talk to me.
Grab him by the neck. You're not a burden.
Not a burden. You can talk to me. No, but all jokes aside, everybody, there's always someone there for you. There's always someone who cares.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, such an amazing message. What a bounty.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for
And
having
thank
me.
you, Kian, for
was-
being here.
The biggest
Yeah.
honor. It's my
Thank you.
biggest honor. To Echoes of Insight, I prove this message.
We
And
appreciate
thank you everyone who's watching.
Yeah,
Subscribe maybe.
we
Subscribe,
appreciate
maybe. Definitely subscribe.
Like-
Everyone, 100% subscribe. I endorse this message. Subscribe, or else I will cry. And you know
And
what?
like
You will...
the video
And ring. Put the ringer on.
right, yeah. And
Yeah.
comment anything you want.
Yeah.
Anything. If you don't, it's okay.
It's not okay. Comment. Comment.
Kian,
What-
thank you for
What
taking
Kian
the
is
time.
saying, okay?
Yeah. No,
What a
Kian, thank
bounty,
you for
man.
taking the time to join us
Yes.
today.
No,
We really
yeah.
appreciate it. You made
Thank
this
you for-
podcast today a lot of fun. At least for
No,
me, I
man.
had a lot of fun. I
I
definitely
had
needed
even more fun, man. I miss you. Honestly, like, I'm gonna, like, call you guys. You guys like my
Yes,
sisters.
please.
You know,
you're
we're
our
all
brother. You're our brother.
spiritually related. Oh, okay. Let's go before the actual waterworks come out, man.
Okay, bye everyone.
Bye, guys.
We will see you all in 2 weeks this time. We will be back.
Ooh.
Two
Oh
weeks.
my goodness. 2 weeks. Let's go.
Okay,
See
bye
you
everyone.
guys. Bye, everyone.